guys, so today I'm going to be doing a reveal of some of the items that we have found in a certain hair beauty product dumpster, and also a lot of items that we've cleaned up from what they call soup boxes that this store likes to throw away. If you are new to the channel and you don't know what a soup box is, I'll go ahead and explain that real quick. So basically a soup box is a box, or sometimes they just use a bag, or they throw a bag in a box, and they take all the lids off of all the products they're throwing away or getting rid of, and dump all of them out. So like foundations and shampoos and conditioners, and that's what actually makes the soup. And then they put all the other items on top or in the soup, and then close that box or bag up and throw that in the dumpster. So basically all that soup gets all over all the items, so you pretty much have to go and clean up whatever's salvageable. So here's an example of some items that I have not yet cleaned. These are all foundations, and they need to be scrubbed, and all of this excess stuff on the outside needs to be cleaned off. So here's an example of things that before they've been cleaned. And we do actually have a video on our channel, actually a couple videos showing how to clean soup box items. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. So that kind of gives you an idea of the process of cleaning items. And so, yeah, let's jump right into this, and we'll start first. Actually, we'll start with this right here. This bag is full of lids. And actually, what I just showed you, the dirty items that need to be cleaned, these are the lids for those guys. So every one of those foundations that you just saw, this is the lid that goes on top of it. There's another lid that screws on the foundation itself, and then this lid goes on top. So this bag is full of them. I probably have more than I need, because I think I only have like maybe 15 of those, and I'm sure there's way more than 15 lids in here. But I grabbed them all just to be safe. I don't want to run low and short, and then some have lids, some don't. And I always like to grab extra lids. As soon as I see lids, I want to get them, because a lot of times I'll have stuff that I don't have lids for, and so I'll have to set that aside, and then like put tape over it or whatever until I can find a lid that will fit the item. So put this over here. So the first thing we're going to kind of look at is this perfume that I got. This perfume was actually in a bag from that store that had tissue boxes and receipts and things like that, some gift cards and or whatnot. Really, it was just like a bag that was from the front desk or the cashiers, but somehow it had this perfume in it. I'm guessing Blagardi maybe is the pronunciation of this. I don't know. Probably butchering that, but, and it looks to be about half full. I haven't actually sprayed it. I don't know what it smells like, but it's very clean. Like I said, this was not souped, so it's pretty much exactly, you know, pretty perfect. So there's that. Then the next item is this brush. It's an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. This was from a display. It was actually screwed on to the display itself. So I don't believe that this brush was ever used. However, I always will clean these brushes even if they haven't been used or appear not to have been used. and then also disinfect them just to make sure that they are perfectly safe before anybody can use them. So in that same dumpster dive with that brush, we found all of these eyebrow colors. They're actually not pencils, they're like mascara for your eyebrow. And that's what they all look like. I actually have some. It's not this kind, but it works great. I love it. And so this brand again is Anastasia Beverly Hills. And so we have the colors, looks like auburn, granite, taupe, medium brown, blonde, ash brown, and caramel. So all kinds of different tones for these eyebrow colors. And I believe those were testers, and they seem like they were hardly used because they seem really full. And most of them look, you know, they look pretty nice. Also in that, we got one more hiding. This one was soft brown. Also in that same dumpster dive, we found this Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. It's actually a clear, actually it's not a mascara, it's a clear brow gel that looks like a mascara, just like those guys. So clear brow gel, probably on the same and with the same tester as these guys. What's this one? Okay, so then next we have Clinique foundation. This one is in Stone. This one cleaned up very well. It was all totally covered in foundation and all kinds of other things. And this one looks perfect, just like you would get from the store. And this one was a tester. Most of these items that you get from the ShipPro out of the dumpster are going to be testers. A lot of times they are getting rid of that color or that line or whatnot, or they're getting a different package design for their testers, which happens a lot, and that's why they will toss them. So a lot of things you get are going to be testers. All right, so this guy the brand is Not Your Mother's, and it's called Curl Talk Defining Cream. So this one has a lot of product in it. It's almost completely full. And this was completely just a disaster. It was covered in soup, and it cleaned up very, as you can tell, really nice. And this guy right here is one of those things where I have not found the lid for this yet. So this is why I like to hold on to lids whenever I get them, because you never know when you'll find a lid for something that you have that you've been looking for. So this is a Murad Acne Control Body Wash, and it's about halfway full, like right here. So, and I know that Murad is a really good product, really nice, not cheap line. Alright, so this item that we have here is a Paul Mitchell Platinum Blonde Conditioner for your hair. And this guy was very souped. You can even tell on the edge here that there's still some markings from the foundation. It was really hard to get off on this rough edge. And I'll probably need to go and wipe it off, and try to wipe it off a little better even. But yeah, and this has probably about, it's probably about half full, I would say. The next item is Milani foundation, or actually blush, and it's sealed, but it is completely busted, so it's going to need to be repressed, and I haven't actually done that yet. So there's that. Then we have a few different bath bombs. These are great because they are actually shrink wrapped, so they can throw these into the soup box. They can get souped all they want, and we can just, you know, wash them off and they're good as new. So I have quite a few of these guys. Here's 3 of them right here. Oh, there's another one. And then here we have Hemp's. This one is a shave gel, but Hemp's actually makes a lot of different products, like shampoos, conditioners, lotions. This one's a shave gel, but I love their lotions, and we've gotten quite a few of those as well from this store. This one is white, peach, rose, and rosé, and peony shave gel. Again, don't have a lid for this guy. Hopefully one day I will find its lid, but this is actually about half full, maybe a little more than that. So that's pretty good. And then here we have Unicorn Finishing Cream. Looks like it's for your hair. It says it's like a lotion for your hair. This is completely full. And again, I'm still looking for the lid for this, but it cleaned up very well. Also, there's another product that goes the same brand as that, and this is dry shampoo paste that basically you rub into your roots like dry shampoo, and this is almost completely full. This was also very souped, and it cleaned up pretty well, actually. And then here we have a couple of these Proactive. They're both the same skin smoothing exfoliators. They probably have about half full, maybe a little less. And you can see there's still a little bit of foundation residue on these because they're they have like a matte finish on this, and those are really difficult to scrub and get everything off of. But they actually did clean up pretty well because they were pretty souped. So there's those. Also have one of these Foreo facial scrubbers, and it vibrates, and then you can clean your face with it. This one was only a little souped because it was actually inside of this, and I think there was something that was over top of this that really kind of kept it from getting anything in it. The back was really souped, so I had to clean that up pretty well, but it actually came out really nice. So there's that. Oh, looks like there's another one of these Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow tints in the color chocolate. So that was from that batch from earlier. Here we have some hair stuff. Looks like it's Rusk Heat Shift Restyling Gel. And it's pretty heavy. I think it's probably almost completely full, if not completely full. So, and it's got its pump. So this one is actually good to go. Here we have another one of those fun little bath bombs. This one looks like a cupcake. And again, they're perfect because they're shrink wrapped, and so none of the soup can actually get inside. You just unwrap it whenever you're ready to use it, throw it in the bath, and you're good to go. The looks like here we have Exuviance Age Reverse Night Lift. And that can't be cheap. It has probably about half full. It has the pump. It doesn't have the actual lid that goes over top of this right here. So maybe sometime I can find that, but don't really need it because it just has its, you know, it has its actual pump. So it's pretty good to go. Here we have Cindy Crawford's Meaningful Beauty Intensive Triple Exfoliating Treatment. And this one has its lid. This one is about half to a quarter full of product. Yeah, and that one cleaned up pretty well. It's another one of those kind of matte tubes that the foundation and things like to, you know, really hard to clean off. But it actually cleaned up pretty well. And then we have two of these guys from Soap and Glory. They're lotions. They're called the Righteous Butter Body Lotion. So I got two of those. And this one is a little more than half full. This one's a little less than half full. And I might actually combine them so that I have one complete full one. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that. So there's that. And they came out perfect. And they have their pumps on them, so they're good to go. Here we have some, okay, so they say that they're eyeshadow base in different colors. This one is nude, and this one is Noisette from Lancome. And basically it's like a cream that you put on your eyelid before you put your eyeshadow on there. Basically eyeshadow base. Here is just a barrette, like a clip for your hair that was in with the soup. You can see that its packaging is still like attached, and it is pretty souped. Need to cut that off of there. But the barrette actually cleaned up pretty well, so needs maybe a little bit more of scrubbing right there, but yeah, pretty good. And here, okay, so these two are Anastasia Beverly Hills, and they say that they're contour. It's from a contour kit, and these were both testers. So a couple of different colors. This one's vanilla, and this one is banana. This is also Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in taupe. And that's what that looks like. Actually, that looks like it hasn't ever been used. But it does say tester on it. And I'm sure that, I believe that these and this and all of these were all on the same dumpster dive. And they were probably just, I think they all came from the same display. Here we have another brush. This one is an IT brush, IT. A little small detail brush. Looks like, I think it was on a display as well, and it cleaned up really well. I think it actually had some like, I don't know if it was eyeshadow or what on it, but I cleaned it and disinfected it, and it actually came out really well. Here we have something called Topic. and it's called, they're hair building fibers. So basically you use this and you can give yourself more volume by using these guys. And so I need to play with this a little bit more because, as you can tell, the top, it's powder, and so the top of it has a little bit of clogging going on, but I don't really want to put anything that's going to drop this into the product. So I need to be really cautious on how I clean this and make sure that I can get this off without dropping this inside this tube. But there's that guy. And then here we have some Pureology Smooth Perfection Shaping Control Gel. Pureology is a pretty expensive brand, pretty nice. And this is completely full. I don't know that this has ever been used. And doesn't even say tester on it, so I don't know if they just threw this out because they were getting rid of this part of the line or what. So there's that. And then here we have some different palettes. So you'll see here they always love to destroy everything. So they have scratched these palettes, and there's only a little bit of color still left. A lot of times they will actually open up the palette and they'll squeeze stuff into it, like shampoo and conditioner and whatnot, and it's completely damaged. But if you can actually, if it's perfect except for they scraped it out, a lot of times I'll keep those just in case I could still use a little bit of the colors there, and if it's a nice palette. So this one, it looks like that row right there might still be able to be used for a little bit. Same with this palette. This is Adeline Morin from Tarte palette. This one, they didn't scrape as much. You can see that every color is still there, but all of them have been scraped. So there is a lot more colors here on this palette that can still be used. So this one's actually a lot better than that one. And then here, this one actually is the best of all of them. This one still has its protective film over it, which is very unusual. This one looks to be a highlighting and bronzer palette. I think they threw it away just because it's broken on this side right here. You can see. So that one is completely perfect except for the box it came in, which is very rare. You hardly ever find them so pristine as this. And then here I have a lid for this lotion that I have, but I still need to, like, I cleaned this a couple times and it's still looking pretty bad. So I need to actually clean, like, really clean that. So that is it for all of the makeup and hair products. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is the hot tools that we have gotten from various dumpster dives. And this is not the complete set of hot tools. This is just a few of them I'm going to show you right now. So the first one is the Revlon hair dryer and volumizer brush. So it is in there. There we go. And then you'll notice that all of these hot tools have their cords clipped, and we are actually going to be doing a video showing how to repair these cords for these hot tools. So go ahead and look for that coming up here in the future. There's this guy, and here is the other half of the cord. It's always best when you find these hot tools to make sure that you find both ends of the cord, It makes it a lot easier for repair whenever you have the exact cord that you know, it came from or came with. Okay, the next item is this GHD Classic straightener. And this guy, most of these in the box ones are pretty much brand new in the box. They were probably displays, and they are no longer either selling that brand or they have a new display to put up, or they're just no longer displaying this particular one because they have newer ones that they want to display. So most of these are pretty much brand new. You can't really do much with a display in the store except for kind of see what it looks like. So none of them have ever been used. But all of them, most of them anyway, have clipped cords. I think they actually cut the cords before they put them on the display just to make it easier. And then they hold onto the boxes, and a lot of locations will put them back in the box and then throw them away. Alright, and the next one we have is an air styler, airless blowout revolving styler. So this is like a brush and a curling iron or wand all in one. So here's what this guy looks like. And it comes with an accessory right there, and it's the other piece of its cord is in the box. This next one is a Neuro unclipped curling wand. We actually have two of these. And they're exactly the same. It's this wand, has different heating buttons, whatnot. The cord is cut, obviously. So there's that one. Here's the other one we have. I'm not going to take this one out of the box since it's exactly the same as the first one. And then this one is dry bar. It's called the Brush Crush Heated Straightening Brush. This one is still in its wrap in the bag. And I believe the other half of its cord is in this bin here that I'm going to show you. Yeah, here is the other piece of its cord. And then here we have a curling wand, also from Dry Bar. This one's called the Wrap Party Curling and Styling Wand. So this one doesn't have its little insert in it, but does have both pieces of the cord for this tool. And even, I think it has a glove inside here and instructions on how to use it. So that is pretty much all of the hot tools, actually, that are in boxes. We do have several other ones in here. This one's in a package, so kind of the same thing. It's in its own little pouch. And this guy is super cute. It is a little bitty hair straightener. It's called the Babyless Pro Nano Titanium, and it's a mini straightener. Also, the cord is cut on this as well. And it also comes with a fun little carrying case for this guy. This heat protected that you can carry him in. And also the cord, other piece of the cord is in here. And we actually have two of these. Here's the other one, both in their packaging, and they have all of their accessories and things. And then also, those are the mini version. This is the full-size version of the Fabulous Pro Nano Titanium. This one's a more square version. There's actually several different versions of this Nano Titanium. Some are more curved on the edges, but this one is more square. And it has a display and various different heating buttons and whatnot. And again, its cord is cut. I do believe we have the other piece of the cord. I believe it is this one right here that goes to that. And then also in this bin we have the Sonic Facial Cleansing Brush, and this is kind of like a Clairsonic, if you've ever seen those really expensive facial cleaning brushes. This one is the store brand, slightly a little cheaper. It is in here. It also comes with a couple of different brushes that go on it. And also the instructions are in there as well. And then the rest of the items in this bin are accessories for various hot tools that we have. I know I didn't show you any blow dryers, but a lot of times we'll get these accessories in the dumpster and they won't actually come with the tool themselves. So these are actually some extras that we have of diffusers. So this one is really cool. This diffuser is like, it kind of folds down for travel, I guess, and then folds back up whenever you need it. And it's this like pliable material, like plastic, but pliable. Rubber? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, rubber. So this one's really cool, by the Neuro brand. The rest of them are just pretty much the same. They're all diffusers of different types. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different diffusers. We have another blow dryer piece. This is for kind of blow drying in a certain area. So there's that guy. And then there's a couple, yeah, here's the other one. There's a couple of hot gloves for when you're using the curling wands and you don't want to burn your fingers, which I tend to do because I don't really like these things very much. But yeah, there's a couple of these guys. And then a couple of clips and whatnot. I think in here is another diffuser. Oh yeah, a couple of different things. So here's that that piece on a blow dryer where you want to kind of detect where you're blowing the air, like directionalize it. And then this one is another diffuser, and they're both silver. And they both came in this box. Don't believe they came with their tool. They were just in this box in the dumpster. And then this guy actually goes with the this facial cleanser. So this is the cord for that, and it was not cut. So this cord is actually fully intact for this. All right, guys, that is it for the reveal of the beauty products, heat tools, accessories, and whatnot that we have found in various dumpster dives. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and check out all of our other videos on our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a good one.